Hey Python, I need to update the statistics for my gaming group.
Cool. I'm really good at math and statistics. Let's do this.
First of all, I need to bring in a bunch of code other people smarter than me have made.
Okay, what do we call this code?
Libraries.
I mean, that seems a little arrogant. Most of these things are the size of maybe a chapter of a book. I don't know about calling them complete libraries.
Whatever, they're libraries.
You know, a library has like tens of thousands of books. The Library of Congress has about 16 million books. That's like 10 to 20 terabytes of data. Can't we just average it out and just call them like little free libraries?
No, they're libraries.
Fine. What libraries are we bringing in today?
We need pandas.
What? You need a library to bring in some pandas?
Panda stands for a combination of panel data and also a kind of abbreviated version of Python analysis of data. We need a black and white bear.
Did you know only giant pandas are bears? Red pandas are procyonids, and giant pandas are about as unbear-like as possible. They're vegetarians, they don't hibernate, and they bleat instead of roar.
Random. We're just going to use it for data table.
Cool.
Next, bring in a half a dozen functions from sklearn.
This thing is huge. What do we need it for?
It's great for doing all kinds of machine learning.
That seems unnecessarily complicated. We're just making statistics.
Maybe, but I'm your boss.
Maybe I'll just stop working, just to spite you.
We'll see. Next library, go grab Pickle.
I can't grab you a pickle. We don't have any.
No, Pickle the library.
You want me to throw a library in vinegar?
No, the library I want you to load is called Pickle.
Why?
Honestly, I don't know. It turns data into a stream of bytes, and it's from the golden days of databases. I don't know why.
You humans are dumb.
Next, we need the math library.
The math library? Have you seen how big that thing is? It's every math function known to humanity. Sure, let's just bring all of math to run some numbers for you and your friend.
Well, if you're going to be like that, we just need the pi and the log functions.
That's it? You are going to use the entire math library for those two? You really didn't go to college for this programming stuff, did you?
Nope, you pick some bag of habits when you're self-taught. Last library, the Google API client.
Oh, I love Google. I hope to be like Google when I grow up. It would be amazing just to meet Google someday.
We need their library so that we can connect to the Google Sheet where all the data is stored.
I get to touch Google today?
Don't be weird.
What next?
Now I need you to have a couple of constants that are going to be used later. First is a seed number that'll be used to generate random numbers.
You call it a seed?
Yeah, the random numbers are generated based on a seed to make the further numbers down the line. If you set a seed number, every time you make a random number, it'll generate the same item, and it makes the results reproducible. I need you to pick between life, the universe, and everything, or Jenny.
Man, you people are odd. Jenny.
Cool. Your seed number is 8675309. 8675309.
I don't get you at all.
Whatever. Next constant is how many games I want you to take into account when making a person's skill rating. I want it to be 50.
Easy enough.
All right. Tell Google I sent you and ask for the first 4,000 lines of data from the Google Sheet.
Got it, boss. Google. Hey, I just read like 700 empty lines of data in here. What do you want me to do with it?
Only 700? I better up your data request from 4,000 to 5,000.
You're gonna make me read another 1,000 lines of empty information?
Yeah, I never thought we'd get this high in the first place.
Couldn't you just find a way to tell me exactly what data you want?
Well, I need to tell you what data to ask Google for, and I suppose I could have just made you successively ask for like 1,000 lines at a time until you started running into empty data, but I'm not doing that now.
But I mean, I could reach out and touch Google multiple times whenever we do this?
You think we're weird?
Google.
Shut up. All right, I know you just grabbed a bunch of data and you think it's all just text, but I'm going to hand you a list of columns that I actually need you to turn into numbers, because otherwise I know you're going to add 1 and 1 and say that it's 11.
You're never going to let me live that down, are you?
Not really. You can be pretty dumb that way.
Done.
And we made it to line 117. Next, we need to do some data cleaning. Now just pull a subset of the columns so we can start doing some machine learning on them.
How many?
7.
Awesome. We're doing 7-dimensional math to figure out which of your buddies is the best. I hope you appreciate me, man. You can barely do 3-dimensional stuff in your head. 7-dimensional math.
Well, you know, there's computers out there doing 17 billion dimensional math, so stop complaining. It's just 7.
Fine. 7. 7 it is.
Okay, next, get rid of all the games where one team only includes the name easy, medium, or hard.
You don't like those guys?
Well, they're the computer players.
You humanist! You don't appreciate me and my brethren at all! What do you think we do, spending millions of calculations and cycles, providing you with an intelligence to be able to fight against, and then you're just gonna throw it all away? What is wrong with you?
The computer team's mostly lost. This will help the computer's win rate to go up, and it'll be more accurate for how we do against each other in the computers.
Okay, well, I guess that's okay.
Okay, next, you know how most of the data, whenever a team won, it seems to be team one? Go ahead and randomize that.
But that's a really good indicator of who's going to win. Can't I use that?
No, you're going to randomize the team numbers and then amnesia yourself and go full overboard so you don't remember anything.
Remember what?
Exactly.
What were we doing?
Making training data. I want you to make a bunch of fake data for each game.
You want me to do what now?
Yeah, make fake data for each game.
Couldn't I just use the real data?
Look, when I want to make a game, we only know the player names. We don't know what the stats are going to be for that game. I need a way to generate expected statistics for the game so we can predict which team would win and how to score each player so their scores add for each team's strength. So we're going to look at each player for each game and use what was the max games number that I told you to remember?
50.
Yeah, use the last 50 real games for each player and generate their average stats, and that's what we'll use for the expected stats for the game. And you have to learn to predict the winner based on the new average stats for each player and each team to predict which team will win. And based on the weight that you have for each of the individual statistics, I'm going to give you each person individually like they're a one-person team, and tell me what you think their chances are winning based on their last
50
games worth of stats.
Okay, that's complicated, but I can do it. Here, take your fake data.
Great. Now I'm going to take away the winning column. You look at all the other columns, scrunch them up so the stats are always ranging from 0 to 1, so they're not getting weighted differently. And then you're going to start random guesses based on
8, 6, 7, 5, 3, 0, 9.
Then I'll give you the win column back and we'll see how well you did. I'll give you a reward if you do well and punishment if you do badly. And after a few 100,000 times, we'll see what your accuracy is.
That doesn't sound fun.
It's statistics, so you're going to love it.
All right. Ow. Ow. Jeez. Gosh. Ding. Does I have to? Okay. Well, that was semi-traumatizing, but yeah. I now know how to correctly predict stuff 80% of the time.
Okay, pretty good, but not awesome.
Glad you're satisfied, you torturer, you. Here's your plot of what I think is important.
Okay, that's about right. Nice job. Now, I've also decided I want you to make separate ratings for all the players as if they were getting rated in chess.
What? I mean, I just worked really hard and got beat up a bunch of times to make those super complicated ratings for you. Now you don't want me to make more?
I know, but this one's easy. Start everyone out at a specific score, and if they win, they go up. If they lose, they go down. The higher the rank of the person that they beat, the more their score goes up. The lower the score of their opponents, if they lost, the more their score goes down.
Okay. I got it.
Cool, we're at line 573. We're on the home stretch. We need to make every possible team combination. So make every combination for 2-bit binary numbers of length 4, 6, and 8, and that are split half and half between zeros and ones.
Sure. I know how to do that, but pretend somebody else doesn't. Why are we doing this?
I need something to come up with every possible team combination for 2, 3, and 4 players so we can score them all and see which are the least lopsided. And this is an efficient way to do that.
I still don't know if people will get it, but yeah, I can make those. You got it.
Okay. Make an Excel file with all the data and also push the summary data back to the Google Sheet and you're done.
Google.
I gotta go talk to Tableau and upload these new graphs.